All right, everybody. In studio, as we promised, we have Mr. Than Baardson of Unseen. Than, longtime listener, first-time caller?
It's my first time calling, yes.
Okay. Than, you and I have been friends now for a few years, and we do breakfast together every Friday. Isn't that nice?
We do, yes.
Where do we eat? I think it's important that the listeners know. The people need to know where we're eating.
We're going to the one and only Cajun Cafe.
The best Bayou omelet in town.
It's okay.
I love the sweet potato pancake there. It's how I stay so svelte. And then you are always like eating things healthy like eggs.
Steamed egg, steamed bacon, that's about it.
Yeah. Well, respect. In studio as well, we also have Mr. JJ Gordon. JJ, you are not coming to breakfast, although I've invited you a number of times.
Well, I do my Man About Town segment on Fridays right here on KFGO. It's at 7:40-ish, right after traffic, so depending on road construction.
Okay.
That's when I start. But I would like some takeout if you don't mind. They've got a rhubarb pancake right now that I hear is out of this world.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Friday.
Looks like it's going to be a great Friday this next week. JJ, you're sitting with us. Why?
Well, I am part of course, the real estate radio family, but today you let me come on this side of the microphone because I'm a part of the Line Benders, and we're at your comedy night. I believe this is the 5th year.
We've been hiring and bringing in the Line Benders. We throw them just all our money and say, please entertain our folks. And one of the things that we love to do at Hatch Realty is not to just like tell people, hey, do you want to buy a house? Although that's, of course, part of the game. We instead like to throw parties and just not even talk about houses. And we love to make people laugh. And then we love to do good in the community as well. So here we have a merging of all of these. JJ with the Line Benders. And what we're doing is we're benefiting Unseen that night.
Yeah.
Then what is Unseen?
Unseen is accelerating the fight against human trafficking and its root causes around the world. So, started right here in Fargo. We're now working in 35 countries around the world. We've got 43 additional partners that we're serving on a wait list right now. And the partners that we served last year went out and they helped just over 3.3 million people.
Okay, so you said that like it's a commercial. You said that like you've said it 100 times. But I want to break that down.
Yeah.
Unseen started in Fargo. This was a brainchild of yours, right?
Yeah, co-founder and I got together about 10 years ago and started meeting at Atomic Coffee in Moorhead, Minnesota.
Okay.
Got priced out of there and moved to McDonald's on Main with dollar coffee, free Wi-Fi. And before our regular jobs, we'd go in about 6 o'clock every morning and start working. That's how it got started.
And your heart has been to help... Your heart has been to help rescue people, essentially, right? Like, who is Unseen rescuing?
So our partners are out, and these are groups that are rescuing the most vulnerable. So they are serving vulnerable and non-vulnerable folks around the world. But if you don't know anything about trafficking, we've got over 40 million people that are living in slavery right now. And
that's in the world?
Yeah.
40 million.
40 million.
In slavery.
In slavery.
That's obscene. Why is this not a bigger issue?
It is. It's a huge issue, and it's finally getting some recognition because what our experts have shown us is that of those 40 million, 1 out of every 4 of those victims is a child.
Oh, my gosh. So we're talking 10 million kids in slavery.
Yeah.
Right now.
And that's a very low estimate. That's kind of that clean number that experts have put on it. When you look at vulnerabilities, we've got 153 million kids living without parents in the world. And when we look at the root causes of trafficking, so Unseen, it's important to note, fights trafficking and its root causes. So it's not just the Band-Aid effect on it, get people out. We're looking at what's causing this in the first place. So if you look at the vulnerabilities that are actually driving these numbers through the roof, kids without parents, natural disasters, cyclical poverty, things like that are setting people up to be vulnerable. Those are the kids that are getting hit the hardest and first. So our partners are folks who have given their entire lives to rescue and impact as many people as possible. And we're vetting the best of those, giving them everything they need to go out and grow and reach more people.
And you're helping them with Unseen. You're helping them to fundraise, to market, and to get in front of the eyeballs so that they can do the work. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're not trying to recreate the wheel. We're not saying, hey, we're going to go out and start new rescue homes or we're going to go start new children's facilities. We're saying, hey, if you're doing it better than anyone, we want you to know that you're not alone. Our entire team's going to come in, support you, give you everything you need to go out and raise your own funds, hit sustainability, and go reach more kids in need.
JJ, you get to hear things all the time as a host and a radio guy. Do you know any movement rooted in Fargo that's hitting 3.3 million people?
No, not even close. And I also want to say the name Unseen speaks volumes about what's going on and the good work that you guys are doing. And I imagine that there's some days where it just seems daunting.
It does, yeah. We talk a lot about secondary trauma. The stories that we're getting are not easy. And so our team is very aware of that. They need to take a look at how they're doing. We give plenty of break times, processing times, but you're right. This is not easy stuff, but we knew that going in. And for us to be able to go serve the folks that we are, their jobs are infinitely harder than ours will ever be.
Yeah. So you're doing some great good, obviously, out there in the world, and you're doing it right here in Fargo, looking to raise money, and then they're, of course, empowering people all across the globe. Than, I've been fascinated with the growth of Unseen. Help people understand where you were even 2 years ago to where you are now.
Yeah, 2 years ago, let's see, we were probably serving in 17 countries.
Okay.
We've seen some explosive growth these last 2 years. Our budget continues to grow as the need does, but right now that's not scaled. Like I said, we're serving 37 partners around the world, 35 countries. We have another 43 on a wait list. And we have not yet promoted that this is what we're doing to that community.
Yeah. Fan, if I could give all my money to Unseen, I would. It is.
Weareunseen.org. Donate button on the top.
Thanks for that.
You heard it here.
We look. I think one of the things that's important for us to do as people who are maybe with microphones in our hand, JJ and myself, is to bring some attention to Unseen so that it literally is no longer unseen and that it's not this hidden problem that's there. Yeah. And one of the ways we're doing it is with our Line Bender show with Hatch Realty, September 19th. JJ, what can people expect on September 19th?
The unexpected,
Ooh.
I guess, is the best way to pitch that thing. The Line Benders Improv Comedy Troupe.
I think that's the tagline for Big Brother, by the way.
Oh, expect the unexpected?
Yeah.
Is it really?
I think so.
I think it was
In
also
fact,
for one of the Jim Varney Ernest movies, too.
I say that sheepishly like I don't watch Big Brother. I watch it all the time. That is the tagline of Big Brother, okay?
Okay, so back to the drawing board on that. I don't know. Is Baked Fresh Daily? Is that?
Yeah.
Nope. Darn it. Subway. What we do, improv comedy is pretty simple. We make stuff up on the spot. We use topical references. If you've ever seen the show Whose Line Is It Anyway, we do that. Second City, that's where a lot of our folks got trained, and we just happen to have Fargo being home. Yeah. I spent some great time at Second City. In fact, I got a call back to be in their touring company, and when you do your initial audition, you're with a whole just diverse group of people, and it's a lot of fun. And when you get your call back, you realize what niche you fit for them. So I stood in a room of portly gentlemen who all look like myself, and I'm like, well, that's who I fit for their mold. That sounds good. Here we go. The show is so much fun, and it's audience interactive. 2 years ago, I got to play Erik during a game. It's the only time we've ever done any pre-planning where I said, listen, usually I ask for somebody, but I know who we're going to portray here. It's going to be Erik Hatch.
You were flattering.
Did you think so? Do you remember what my first question was?
I don't.
Who do you think you are?
That's right.
Putting your face on billboards all over town, and you're always such a good... You're such a great client to have because you go along with the joke, and I appreciate that a lot. And we're honored that you're having us back for the 5th year, and we're honored that you use the opportunity for one of our shows to raise money and awareness for groups like Unseen.
Yeah. Here's the catch, guys. Totally free for people to go. If you are a client, or if you just listen, or if you've never even heard of us before and this is your first time, we invite you, go to hatchrealty.com and sign up to get your tickets. We do have limited seats available. It's at the Stage at Island Park, September 19th, 7 p.m. No catches, no sales pitches. We just want to have a night of laughter to benefit Unseen. If you do show up, we're going to simply give you a chance to say, hey, do you want to donate to Unseen? Because we're going to be donating to Unseen, and we want to invite you to do the same. So JJ, Than, I'm so excited for September 19th. Everybody rush to hatchrealty.com right now and get signed up. Final thoughts, JJ, Than, make me laugh. Don't you hate it when people do that?
Yeah. It's, do you ask a plumber to fix a pipe? Like, oh, yeah, I got a bad you bolt over here. Could you take care of that for me? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be your puppet.
Okay, well,
By the way, thanks for letting me produce your show.
Dan, do you want to be my puppet? Can you make me laugh?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, well,
I got one for
Okay,
you. Ready
please.
for it?
Yeah.
I bought the worst thesaurus the other day. It's awful, and also it's awful. No, nothing.
No, I mean, like, I don't think radio can see an eye roll.
Oh, okay. What about this? I rented a limousine over the weekend. It was $300, but it didn't come with a driver. Can you believe that? I spent all that money and I didn't have anyone to chauffeur it. Right? No.
Okay, we're gonna go to break.
So much better on the 19th. So much better.
All right, friends, go to hatchrealty.com and get signed up for the Line Bender Show. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch.